Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Last Week in Esports. I'm your host, Trainer Jared TV. And last week, we had some great stuff happen. Gamers8 is underway, had some fantastic events there. International scrims and Apex have now resulted in ALGS Split 2. We had the draw in Rocket League, a lot of roster drama. TFT Freljord Cup happened. Plenty to discuss. Let's dive right into it. Now that the world's bracket is pretty much all set, the teams that are going know they're going, it is time for the Rocket League off season to pretty much begin. Teams not attending Worlds are starting to decide what they want to do with their roster. And unfortunately, this last week, we saw a lot of roster moves. So let's dive into that real quick. First, we had Monaco Esports drops their Rocket League roster and looks to discontinue all of their Rocket League activities. Then we have Guild Esports dropping their roster. Team Axel drops their roster. M80 drops their roster, but does promise to return. Team Endpoint drops their roster, and PSG Tundra is looking to drop their roster. That's a lot. And sure, that's just the beginning. This is the really second, third week of what I would even begin to consider the start of an offseason. So 6 teams there dropping rosters and or discontinuing their Rocket League activities. I'm not saying this is bad for Rocket League. It happens every year. I just think with the tightening economy and budgets of these esports teams, we might see a few permanently leave the scene. In some happier news, the draw number 4 has happened and concluded with the old heads taking the dub. That team is Adam J. Powell Oath, and they upset Take 3, and that's that. J. Powell and Adam and Oath have been around that bubble scene and slash basically pro players for a long time, so it feels nice to see them win a pretty much bubble tournament. I don't know if it's polite to call it that. There's obviously pros that play in it, and they form kind of random rosters and have fun with it, but nice to see Adam J. Powell and Oath get a W under their belts here. Valorant is here, and the last chance qualifiers have begun. We have Americas starting first, and yesterday we had some great series. We actually had Sentinels versus 100 Thieves, in which Sentinels took that 2-1. Definitely some highlights from that. I mean, really great series overall, and it's great to see Americas up first. We've got Cloud9 games, I think, starting today. Crew made a great run, has won 2 series so far. So we have Americas has started, and then now we have EMEA and Pacific starting, I think, tomorrow. So that's definitely something to look forward to this week. These last chance qualifiers obviously are getting seeds and trying to get placed into Worlds. So a lot of stuff on the line. A lot of teams make it or break it right here, and it's time to watch and see what happens. We didn't talk about this last week, and I probably should have, considering how sizable this is. But Gamers8 has returned for another year with an all-expanded roster of games and an even larger prize pool. If you haven't heard of it, let me tell you, it is a tournament hosted by Gamers8 with a $45 million prize pool this year. And that's spread out over, a dozen or more games. But 45 million is a lot of money. This week, we saw a bunch of games already get played. We had Fortnite, FIFA, Tekken, Rainbow Six Siege, and even PUBG Mobile all played this week. Prize pools ranging from $500,000 to more than $1 million. And it's a very well-produced event. And while those games have already happened, we have plenty more on the way. We have Dota 2 starting soon. There's also Rocket League in the future, CSGO in the future. Tons of games, really getting to that high-level content. And honestly, it's a very impressive esports event. When you think about that breaking into the limelight and really, showcasing what esports is about, a $45 million prize pool tends to catch some eyes. This event being put on so well, run so well, with plenty of esports available, this is worth a watch. ALGS Year 3 Split 2 came and now has gone, with Dark Zero taking the first place prize. We had TSM actually finish second. I think You know, everyone loves to see ImperialHal do well. Second place is still doing very well, but unfortunately fell a little bit short. And then also had Oxygen up there, I think finishing in third with Xset, and then FaZe bringing up the bottom of the 5. Really, actually a fantastic event. I think we're still in that Seer meta. People can say that all they want, but it's Catalyst and Seer, which is fun to me, but I think some people are not so happy with that meta. Either way, international scrims have been happening for like the last 2 months, and it finally culminated in this split, and I think it was fantastic. We have, I believe, one more split before Worlds, and we'll have to see who comes out on top then. Also, we had TFT come back. We have the first, I believe, cup of this new set 9, and this was the Freljord Cup. There was a couple good finishes from the well-respected members and the well-liked members. Sorry, I probably should say. The LeBron James of TFT, K3 Soju, did pretty well, but unfortunately did not make the top 8. However, first through fourth, they had a study group together, and they ended up going first, second, third, and fourth in this event. That's Kuramax, Robin Songs, Dish Soap, and DQA. And they pretty much punished and dominated the entire event. The Freljord Cup has now finished. We have that as our first one, and all the qualifier points have been allocated. Hopefully, we will begin figuring out who is the best in NA. Bishop's dominating the ladder right now, so we shall see with a few more events coming. And then obviously, you know, Worlds will be returning in probably, 9 months? Either way, great first event, first cup for the set. We did see a lot of the Ornn augment. I don't really like that meta, but that's kind of the meta right now. We'll see what happens as this set progresses. Top 5 this week has some new esports to it. Since Gamers8 has been going on and ALGS returned, we have some stuff besides Rocket League and, you know, the typical Valorant and some of the other stuff. So let's check it out.
Stop 3, stop 3. Okay, let's kill them then. Yeah, go for second. Screw, I stun one. Mod again. One touch here, dead. Nice. I'm swinging out. With you. One knocks. 70, 80, cracked, 100 cracked. On the right. He's one shot. Play me, I'm going down. I'm batting. Slow, I have no ammo. Slow. Dead.
They're laying them 20 seconds, by the way. They've got to cross. They've got to move now. They need to start fragging. But Monster is there together with Musashi. It's a perfect crossfire. But Musashi goes in the smoke himself, and he loses his life. Monster gets one. 10 seconds. God. Quadra for Monster. Give him the ace. Come on. Benny, go.
One player will poke. Oh, you go! Well, he gets the knock, and now that's going to be full send. But Dark Zero will hold well. They have to make sure they use any utility that's available again just to delay. KCP reluctant to dive on in. It's so difficult against the Catalyst team, but now here they come. Trying to hold off the push at the moment. Flesh damage from Jumburn gets one, and all of a sudden KCP are falling apart as the Aussie is standing up for his squad. No way you're going to do this, Gen, no way! A huge pop-off from Jumburn.
On the upside down rappel. He's got a nice angle here. Remember, the wall is open, so he can actually just abuse this window play here. They don't know if there's claymores down, though. And oh, iconic! What a play! He just reinforces the panel. He starts defusing the cross. Oh, no! Oh, no, the timing! Fully pucks! He's got it!
That is the latest reinforcement.
Be backing away, but he has to be that extra level. Extra element here. Very passive play. Cosmic Divide in their face, pushing forward. Onto it, the new changes! Marked! He's making the most of it!
He knows that Bang was over towards B-Link.
Yeah.
Bang was so far away.
That's it, he knows. Bang has to just run it down! What a play!
Marked is looking like an absolute menace on B.
And that'll do it for this week's episode. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. I really appreciate all the support. That being said, we have some good stuff coming up this week. I mentioned Gamers8. We have the Dota 2 version of that happening this week. It is a $15 million prize pool just for the Dota event. So definitely worth checking out, even if you don't like Dota. Some of the best esports casters and really some fantastic overlays on Twitch to help you understand the game. Definitely worth checking out. All that being said as well, though, there's not going to be a video like this next week. I'll be traveling / out of town, and it just won't happen. So we'll catch up in 2 weeks. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for watching, and GG's.